So I'm Jacob Hepp, born and raised right here in Louisville. Actually grew up in Shively, Kentucky, moved to Fisherville, and then I'm at Fern Creek right now. What I've done most of my life is coach volleyball. So for about the last dozen years, I've done everything from high school, moved from Atherton High School to Sacred Heart. At Lindsey Wilson, I was an assistant. From there, I've done club almost every year. I've done club about 8 years. And when I haven't been here in town, I'd spent a couple of years down in Alabama at Jacksonville State with Todd Garvey, who's another Louisville local, and coached Division I volleyball down there at Jacksonville State. Came back up here, coached a little bit more club, and actually just in 2024 got my first collegiate head coaching job. Absolutely loved it. And I took a team that finished fourth in their conference the year before I got there to undefeated during the regular season. We won our conference, got to go back to nationals, and all the accolades aside, just getting to work with those athletes from everywhere from the 13-year-olds that I've done in club all the way through to the 23-year-olds I've had in college, building those relationships, seeing them accomplish things that they've never been able to accomplish before, and just the pride they have overcoming those hurdles is the best part of the job by far. Wins and losses come every season. It's just so cool to build relationships with those guys, overcoming, again, obstacles that they have in their life. I've, again, done almost every level. I haven't done elementary or middle, but I've worked with those ages for club volleyball that I've done for so long. But I've done NAIA, I've done Division III, I've done Division I. In club, I've done everything from 13s all the way up through 18s, with most of my time in 15s and 16s. When I was the head coach, you're in charge of everything. You're in charge of nutrition for your athletes. You're in charge of a little bit of their class schedules. And so you have to develop a training program, especially at the NAI level, where you don't have a director of ops, you don't have a strength and conditioning coach. So we come up with all those programs. And, during the off season, it's going to look different than if we're in season. We're not trying to make big gains when we're in season, just maintain what they have. So I've translated building those strength and conditioning programs for my volleyball teams, the ones in clubs as well, and taking them here too. I love the variety that we have here at Athletic Republic. I just got done with the volleyball camp that we had. Treadmill sessions, plyometric sessions, weight sessions, ground-based sessions. And it really helps build no matter what sport the athlete's in. I've worked with cross-country runners. I've worked with football players here. No matter what they're doing, we have something that's going to help them take their game to the next level. As a coach, I love too that we're not teaching people how to throw a football. We're not teaching people, what your hips have to do if you're swinging a baseball bat. But we're making them more efficient and we're making them stronger so that when they go to their practices, their coaches can teach them their sport-specific technique. I know as a coach, I don't want to send you somewhere and have someone else teach you something I don't want you doing on my court. And so that's something else I love about Athletic Republic. We don't get into the sport-specific stuff too much, just the holistic body agility training. So the mental aspect, Kelly Sheffield actually came out with a little video years ago, and we talked about kids that you have on your volleyball team. They don't need to like me. Actually, if they like me, something's probably not good, but they have to know that I love them, that I care about them. At the end of the day, if an athlete calls me at 2 a.m., they're like, hey, I need to get a trip, ride to Walmart. I don't have any food. If something goes on, they'll need to know that I care about them enough to take care of them. Similar to here, I'm going to push you. There are going to be times where you walk out of the gym and you're like, man, I think Jacob hates me because he put me through my paces. He made me sweat. He made me work hard. He yelled and screamed at me. Don't really do that much here, but we push athletes pretty hard. So the only way that we can do that is to get them to know that we have the same goals in mind. If you come in and you're a high school freshman trying to make your track team, we have the same goals. So you and I now know that anything I ask you to do is for this goal of making your high school track team. So once we can build that connection, then I can start pushing them past where their mental limit is. Probably a back squat. It's a movement that's not super easy. You think everybody can do it, but once you find out where your arms, your legs need to be, and just the full movement from top to bottom, it works out everything lower body that you'll need. It works your core, it works your legs. So it builds a really strong foundation for a lot of the movements that we do in volleyball.